2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight at Charlotte, as they'll be playing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. An East versus West matchup here, but more than a little familiarity between these two teams, Chris.
Yeah, they don't see each other that much in the regular season, but when they do, these two teams draw plenty of attention.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Favors is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and there's Iguodala. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. 5 to shoot. Howard against Drummond, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so here is New Orleans. Irving kicks to Iguodala. They set the pick. Drummond a screen. Bradley, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Bradley's got the opening basket of the game for New Orleans. Now here is Smith. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Irving against Smith. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. Feeds it to Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got his first basket.
And the play is all about Drummond and his solid fundamentals, just taking his time and getting a high-quality chance as a result.
Well, Drummond is a player who is always bound to put on a show on any given night. C-Web, he can do it with his gaudy numbers and rebounding totals, or he can finish with a slam. He's very aggressive in attacking the rim inside. But no matter which way, he is a crowd favorite, to say the least.
Fewer and fewer big men are taking pride, or pride themselves in working down low for points. And Drummond does it. He's a throwback, to the 90s, to the 80s. And one reason why it's easy to cheer for him is because he actually likes to play inside.
Wiggins, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
That one is no good.
And still varying opinions out there of what Andrew Wiggins can and can't do. But one thing that's indisputable, he's an incredible scorer. Whether half-court transition, he can flat out fill it up in a hurry.
Here's Smith. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Drummond. Irving against Smith. Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. That shot off the mark. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ. You're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
Here's Wiggins. That one falls.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
To the left wing. Here's Drummond. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Wiggins, his young career just getting better and better at scoring, Greg, while increasing his workload.
Yeah, and very few scorers can do that, especially from that 2-guard spot. Wiggins has that special talent where he can flat out carry an offense. Scary to think that this is a kid who is just scratching the surface.
Out to Smith. Fires for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins against Iguodala. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Howard.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Kicks it out to Evans. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Out to Smith for the 3. And it's Smith again missing. Irving. That shot off. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Smith is out there with Evans. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Howard. And it's Bosh in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Smith against Irving. Kicks it to Evans. They set the pick. Howard dishes to Wiggins. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Wiggins has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Charlotte. Favors with the screen. Bradley against Evans. And it's Bradley off the drive. He kicks it to Drummond. Favors passes to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. Irving for 3. Shot clock reset for New Orleans. And it's Drummond missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Smith kicks to Evans. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out. And to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
And stolen by Wiggins. Fast break now for Charlotte. Smith with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Bosh, that's good.
A lot of guys have great vision, but they're not always willing passers. Not the case with Smith. Very unselfish and aware of keeping his teammates involved.
Favors with the screen. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Traps in the tray. Iguodala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Evans outside. Iguodala against Wiggins. The feet to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Evans. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Iguodala against Wiggins. Here's Drummond, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Drummond's got 5 points so far. Smith kicks to Howard. Back to Smith. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Makes it off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 3 now for Charlotte.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Iguodala with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Howard with this screen on Bradley. Bosh, the screen. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Favors inside. He's up against Bosh. Favors can't get it to go. Charlotte in the lead. Wiggins drives in over Iguodala, and Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Evans. That's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Always like seeing Evans share the basketball. A capable passer who knows how to get his guys going.
Irving from long range. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Charlotte leads by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Hey again,
Show.
y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Taking a look at Charlotte. Kenny?
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. Every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense. Winning that little cat and mouse game, they'll be difficult to beat.
That's it for halftime.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can. Here's Irving. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. One thing that I think many players and certainly many other coaches, Chris, in the NBA love about Steve Clifford is his brutal honesty. He will pull no punches with you.
Yeah, reporters just can't throw cliche phrases at him during the press conferences or he'll dismantle them. The frankness he has with the media and players is one reason players like playing for him.
So for New Orleans right now, Iguodala out there with Favors. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Bradley in at the 2 spot.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
It's stolen by Smith. To the paint. Shots good by Bosch.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Irving kicks to Bradley. Lock at 6. It's taken away by Smith. From 15 feet away, it's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Bradley. Pass to Irving. He dishes it to Drummond. Back to Irving. Favors with a screen on Smith. Kicks it out to Iguodala. And the Pelicans miss again. Charlotte leading by 5.
Well, you know, some people say Andre Iguodala is on the decline as an offensive option, but his impact on the floor is still clear as day. He keeps the ball moving with his great spacing. He keeps that tempo and that pace, and he's still a strong finisher because he only takes high percentage shots that he's comfortable with.
Both free throws good from Smith. And with Iguodala, he isn't going to be a double-digit scorer again, it seems, the former All-Star. But you know what, Chris? He is still incredibly valuable, so productive just with his floor presence.
Iguodala is a perfect example, Kevin, of a guy who can change the game without even putting up a lot of stats. The defense that he brings to the table, that isn't slowing down either.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Evans kicks to Howard. Bosch, the screen. Smith for 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Irving kicks to Bradley. Favors with a screen on Bosch. 6 to shoot. And it's Bradley off the drive, and it's sent back by Bosch. And they'll keep possession. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Bosch, the screen. Smith with a wide open look. Smith missing again.
He's just looked lost on offense, but luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
Here's Bradley. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Evans with some nice D. Irving against Smith. Dishes it to Evans. Passes it to Wiggins. In the corner, Smith with it. Just 5 on the clock. Bosch, the screen. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Pelicans trail by 6. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, Bradley with it. A 3 ball. Bradley with another miss.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
They set the pick. Smith dishes to Wiggins. Just 3 on the clock, and it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Charlotte with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay?
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Charlotte leading by 6. They've got Wiggins. Howard is out there with Chris Bosch. Then there's Tyreek Evans. And it's Smith in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Bosch, the screen. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 7 points for Chris Bosch.
I just love how Bosch has worked in the three-point shot, stretching the floor with his perimeter game.
Favors sets the pick for Irving. Back to Favors. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Wiggins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that 2-guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Ebony needs everything they've got.
Thanks, David. Charlotte leading by 11. Evans outside. Back to Bosch. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
God, he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Looking to end the run. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
Smith kicks to Evans. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
Favors. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Smith with it, guarded now by Irving. And it's Smith penetrating. Can't cash in from close range.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Charlotte leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Charlotte.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Chris Bosh.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Bosh. Allen comes in for Wiggins. McCaw, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Now here's Barea, guarded closer. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 9. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
They can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
Out left to the wing. Here's Baker. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Barea. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.